revolves around something. For example, the planets revolve around the sun, and a person revolves around a goal. Now, the town of Spoon River revolved around the church, and consequently, the church revolved around Thomas Rhodes. Now, Thomas Rhodes had something to uphold. He wanted to be an idol, very much like Reverend Lemuel Wiley. He wanted to be the preacher. He was the best preacher and reverend in all of Spoon River, or so he thought. Spoon River Anthology by Edgar Lee Masters, Reverend Lemuel Wiley. I preached 4,000 sermons. I conducted 40 revivals and baptized many converts. Yet no deed of mine shines brighter in the memory of the world, and none is treasured more by me. Look how I saved the Blisses from divorce, and kept the children free from that disgrace. To grow up into moral men and women, happy themselves, a credit to the village. Now, he just said that he saved the Blisses from divorce. From a mother's standpoint, listen to Mrs. Charles Bliss, and you'll realize that's not really true. Mrs. Charles Bliss. Reverend Wiley advised me not to divorce him, well, for the sake of the children, and Judge Somers advised him the same. So we stuck to the end of the path. But two of the children thought he was right, and two of the children thought I was right, and the two who sided with him blamed me, and the two who sided with me blamed him. And all were torn with the guilt of judging, and tortured in soul because they could not admire equally him and me. Now, every gardener knows that plants grown in cellars or under stones are twisted and yellow and weak, and no mother would let her baby suck diseased milk from her breast. Yet preachers and judges advise the raising of souls where there is no sunlight, but only twilight, no warmth, but only dampness and cold. Preachers and judges. Now, here's the man that I was talking about, Thomas Rhodes. Now, he wanted to be an idol. He wanted to be seen as the leader of Spoon River. He didn't want to be the bad guy. Thomas Rhodes. Very well, you liberals and navigators into realms intellectual, you sailors through heights imaginative, blown about by erratic currents, tumbling into air pockets. You Margaret Fuller slacks, Petties and Tennessee Claflin shops, you found with all your boasted wisdom how hard at the last it is to keep the soul from splitting into cellular atoms. While we, seekers of earth's treasures, getters and hoarders of gold, are self-contained, compact, harmonized, even to the end. Now, if Thomas Rhodes was the one who was truly mad and evil and wanted to look good, there had to be someone behind the scenes, someone doing the dirty work. Eugene Carmen, Rhodes' slave, selling shoes and gingham, flour and bacon, overalls, clothing, all day long, for 14 hours a day for 313 days. For more than 20 years, saying, "Yes'm," and "Yes, sir," and "Thank you." 1,000 times a day, and all for $50 a month, living in this stinking room in the Rattletrap commercial, and compelled to go to Sunday school and to listen to the Reverend Abner Pete 104 times a year, for more than an hour at a time, because Thomas Rhodes ran the church, as well as the store and the bank. So while I was tying my necktie that morning, I suddenly saw myself in the glass. My hair all gray, my face like a sodden pie. So I cursed and cursed. "You damned old thing! You cowardly dog! You rotten pauper! You Rose slave!" Till Roger Bowman thought I was having a fight with someone and looked through the transom just in time to see me fall to the floor in a heap from a broken vein in my head.